question.
Absolutely.
Where are you, Michelle, where it's 12 degrees?
I'm in Canada,
Oh my gosh. Okay. All
the
right.
land of, I'm in Toronto.
The land of
Mm.
cold, apparently.
Not
Wow.
usually at this time, but today we are. So
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Appreciate it.
And Ontario is just stunning. I love it there. I lived there for several years. I did junior high and a little bit of elementary school there.
come on up and
So,
visit anytime.
okay, well, okay, that's a whole other conversation. You're going to get me off on a tangent there, Michelle, but we'll talk about it later. Oh, so welcome to this training healing session. Today, we're going to look at chakras. And when I was originally given this topic back in June, no, May, end of May. Oh, there's Grace Ann. Wonderful. I thought, okay, we'll just do a chakra activation. That sounds fine. I've done that before. That's good. Oh no. No, 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 no. So today we're looking at the chakra system from several perspectives. One of which will be, how is our chakra system evolving? Because just as we're going through all the change and transition energetically, it's influencing our chakra systems. And so what does that, sorry, it's dropping in really strongly now. What does that mean to us both globally, as a species, as humans on this planet, and individually? One of the themes that came through in the channeling I did a week or 2 weeks ago is do not outsource your wisdom. That's a huge theme right now. And excuse me. And it's vital for us to cultivate discernment, inner trust in our wisdom. And this is growing our sovereignty, autonomy, and authority. So, as we're looking at this, we're going to review the 7 most common chakras. We're going to talk about the full 12 chakra system. I love it. And then we're going to add a couple of chakras that aren't included in the traditional 12 chakra system. And I'm going to make a note. In the 888 meditation, we activated the Alta Major Chakra. And this is at the occiput. And this came in about 4 weeks ago when I was working with a friend. And so I'm going to encourage you to go to YouTube to my channel, Teresa Warnstaff. It incorporates the energy of the Herkimer diamond. And it is, so if you imagine at the occiput, you've got this chakra and it's directly related to your throat. Well, the throat chakra is all about communication, right? It's all about speaking and receiving. There's also a strong receiving component. This chakra, the Alta Major, is all about our connection to source. It's like that unfiltered channel of information that wants to be known by you. And it's directly from universe, soul, and our guides. And it's tuned in directly for you. So again, we come back to this theme of don't outsource your wisdom. So we'll focus on moving through the chakras. And then at the end, we're going to spend some time in meditation. We're going to go through and activate them. Hi, Grace Ann. We're going to go ahead and activate all of the 12 chakras, as well as some of the ones that have been brought to my attention, which I understand is specifically for people in this group. And that is the chakras in our hands. Yeah, Sandra. So outsourcing wisdom, that's a great question. And thank you for asking so I can clarify it. When we take a class, receive new information, when we get advice from a friend, when we hear opinions, when we research, we get a ton of information coming in. And often we are told what other people think we should do. They say, you should take this step, or you should respond in this way, which is great. You want that. You want other perspectives, and you want to filter them through your discernment so that you can determine what is optimal for you. When we outsource our wisdom, we give other people authority over our decision-making process. Whether it's a friend, Google, a business mentor, it's like I said, it's an and situation. There is absolutely nothing wrong with getting information. It's how do we apply it in our life? And here are a couple of examples. Steve Jobs, he would receive data and analytics and information from his whole team on the development of a new product or how to take the company in a new direction. And he would receive all the information, tell everybody to go away, and then he'd sit down in meditation and he would look within to feel and know what the right next step, not only for him, but for his business. Now, as a CEO, he is directly plugged in to the energetic infrastructure of the business, so he can give and receive information to help direct the company. So he is looking at, how do I make this decision so that it's optimal for me and my company? And that's how he made his decisions. And it wouldn't always be the popular decision. It wouldn't always be the most obvious decision, but for him, it was the right decision. And his perspective was unique in that if it didn't go in the direction he thought it was going to go, he would step back and say, okay, what information now do I need? Because remember, evolution is only one step. We take one step, the universe responds. We take another step, the universe responds. It's this infinity loop of manifesting your evolution in your life. So, and this is something I go into in much more detail. We spend a month on this in alchemy because it is essential to understand what your filters are. How do you know? Because nobody's like you.
Teresa, can I just comment from the alchemy side, from something that I learned from the class from that month? was, and during your coaching time with me, this was something that really stood out is I can go down the wormhole of picking a topic and then, I'm not reading one book on it and watching one video. I've got 4 books started and I'm dabbling. And to your point about outsourcing, it's like how many online webinars can I watch and all of this? And, my aha moment was to go within that I was almost on information overload, not taking the time to discern and to really feel into it, to what you were just exactly saying. And I'm sure there's several of us that are overachievers, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I'm going to learn everything about this. And in reality, it's such a disservice that we freak ourselves out trying to grab the information instead of sitting with it and realizing how much comes from within.
Yeah, well said. Thank you, Heidi.
It was
It's
huge
tough.
for me. That month in alchemy was just like, oh my gosh, that's me. I'm doing that. Like,
I think a lot of us can identify with that, Yeah, information overload. And let me give you another example. I don't know why I haven't shared this before, but they're kind of nudging me to do that. I hired a marketing team, spent a lot of money, 5 figures plus, and they were going to help me grow my business. And in the time we worked together, my revenue dropped. Everything slowed down. And I finally understood that I was doing what they told me to do and not running it through my own filters. And I shared that with them. I said, this is not working for me. I can't, you're the expert. And this company works with like huge names that are global stars. And yet by outsourcing my wisdom, I wasn't listening to this. I was following somebody else's direction. So even in business, you want to make sure that whatever action you take is in alignment with what's optimal for the business and it feels right to you. Doesn't have to be the most obvious decision, just needs to be the one that's aligned. So don't outsource your wisdom. Gather data, look at information, and cultivate your wisdom. One of the ways to do that is to be really clear and balanced in our energy. And one of my go-tos for balancing my energy is clearing and balancing my chakras. When I do my typical morning energy setting, evening meditation, it includes running through the chakras, balancing and optimizing them. What does that mean? It means that the horizontal tube of energy that runs from front to back of our physical body flows without impediment, that there's an energy stream in that chakra that moves back and forth. And it also means that there's not a wobble in our energy. So how do you discern whether there's flow and whether there's a wobble, right? How do you feel when you bring your attention, for example, to your root chakra? Do you feel grounded? Do you feel connected to the earth? Do you feel safe? Safety is a big indicator of balance through the root chakra. Are you comfortable? Does your world feel stable? And it's only in the moment. You could be jumping on a plane in 45 minutes and sitting in the middle of an airport, but there's still a level of stability, comfort, and safety that is within, right? So that's our root chakra. So first, we want the channel of energy that flows back and forth to not be impeded and to flow smoothly. Secondly, we want balanced turbines. You know, you want it to, I gotta stop doing that. You want it to cycle. You want it to turn evenly and not be imbalanced, like, you know, your dryer when it gets all wonky and starts bouncing all over the place. Not that. You want a smooth cycle. So that's our root chakra. One of the key assets our root chakra brings to our energy is our connection to the planet. That is never more important than it is now. Why? Because the earth is evolving and we're sitting on the earth. So if you are in concert, if you are in flow with the earth through your vertical tube, which runs up and down your body, and your root chakra is flowing, there's this apex that creates this incredible, what is that called? It's this swirl of energy. It's like a Merkaba that is revolving in all directions. And it creates stability, balance, and connection to the planet, so that everything that she is bringing into her system that is optimal for you to receive, it's available to you. You have to give permission because nothing can be done to you, but it is available for you to use. And that's when connecting with the planet is why it's so important, and why you see people talk about nature bathing, right? Being in nature, connecting with the planet. It is one of the quickest ways to clear and clean your energy. Grounding and balancing through your root chakra and connecting with the planet. It's a powerful apex. The second chakra is the sacral. It is sexuality. It is pleasure. You know that cheesecake that you love so much? It feeds that second chakra. It is also creativity for artists and creative people. Connecting in at this chakra, the second chakra, is important to balance and to ensure that we're, again, running smoothly, back and forth with an even spin. The third chakra is our solar plexus. It's actually one of my favorites. Everybody loves the heart. I happen to love the solar plexus. It's yellow, so I'm sorry I didn't give you colors: red, orange, yellow. Although that's changing too. The yellow in the solar plexus is where I bring in the golden white light of God. It is power, it is strength, it is inner fortitude. For some, because we're all built just a little bit different, for some, it is the seat of our connection to our soul. Some people connect in through their heart. Some I connect in through the solar plexus. That's for me where I can feel my soul communicating with me. We often have between 1 and 4 places that we have strong connection, but we always have a primary place where we connect in with our soul. The next is green, is the heart chakra. And the heart is compassion. It is kindness. It is unconditional love. It is love for self. And not included in the 12 basic chakras is the high heart, which is pink. And the high heart is absolute, unadulterated, unconditional love. And one of the things that we'll do today is in the meditation is have our high heart and our heart start talking to each other. And similar to what we talked about at the root chakra with that Merkaba, that facilitates that vertical horizontal connection, we're going to do the same here to do a tri connection with high heart, heart, and vertical too. So source energy. This is also what we receive and what we give out. That's important to look through the lens of both of those. How well do you receive unconditional love? How well do you give unconditional love? Let me give you a scenario. I was dropping something off at UPS yesterday, and this woman came in and she had her arms filled with clothing she was returning. And she stormed in. You could tell from her energy. She was pissed. I don't know at what, but she was cranky, grumpy girl. And she walks up, she drops them down. She says, I need to return these. And the guy's like, awesome, I can take care of that for you. Would you like a bag or a box to put them in? And she said, I don't care, do whatever you want. He says, well, no, you actually have to buy that. It's not free of charge. And she just went, huh, fine, scooped him up, ran and walked out. And I looked at him, I said, it's not you. He goes, I know. I've worked here long enough. I know. And I left behind her and I thought, what's the kindest thing I can do? The kindest thing I could do is ask her if she was okay. Because it wasn't about the clothes. It wasn't about the interaction with the guy in the UPS store. Something in her life had her tipped. And sometimes just having somebody acknowledge that you're having a really, can I say that? Yeah, shitty day is to be seen, to be heard, and to be held is enough for you to diffuse. So how do you give and how do you receive unconditional love and compassion? And here's something that's even more important. The more you hold it, the more it will influence our planet. The more that it influences our planet, the less anger that can take hold, the less combative energy can exist. It diffuses that. You can't be angry in the face of unconditional love. And this goes back to what most of you know is my primary mission is how do we change the world? here by expanding our capacity, by understanding our capacity. And then we move up to the beautiful blue in the throat. The throat chakra is all about communication. It is where many, many people, channels included, receive information. It is also where information comes out from ourselves. So information out, information in. Ooh, I did that backwards. Information in, information out. How are you staying resourced in this area? Are you communicating with clarity and calm from a centered place? Are you reacting or responding to situations in your life? And it can also show you what most wants to be known by you. Why is that important? Because when we're tuned into our throat chakra and communication, we can hear, feel, know, see, whatever your intuitive gift is, what is for us next, what is for us to release, to clear, what is working in our favor, what is oppositional. And if it's oppositional, look at both sides of the oppositional situation. There's wisdom, great, great wisdom in that. So, throat chakra. Then we come to our third eye. And the third eye is all about imagination, intuition, seeing. It's about the mystical, the magical, about the imagination, because it has direct connection with the mind, right? So how are we utilizing our intuition and our third eye? And it's not necessarily all about the intuitive gift of seeing. It's all of the intuitive abilities, not gifts, abilities. So it's a great place to discern what ability wants to grow. When I channel, and actually even now as I'm bringing in information in the moment, I can feel my third eye pulse. I know, it's kind of fun. So pay attention. See what your relationship with your third eye is. And then we move into our crown, which is our spiritual connection to source, to our guides, to our soul, to the universe. It's also, again, similar to the root, that cross of vertical and horizontal energy. So there is a vortex in there that vortex, that's the right word, thank you. Vortex in there that you can utilize for managing your energy, as it's related to your connection to all that is. Also a great point of discernment, what wants to be known, what wisdom wants to come in. It's a great place to apply our discernment, to touch into our discernment. And then above our crown chakra is what is called the soul star. So I also want to go back. We've got the blue, We've got the indigo blue purple here. And then we've got this deeper purple here. And our soul star is a brighter pink. The soul star is, so I'm going to give you the traditional meanings, and then I'm going to give you what the universe is sharing. Is the soul star is a connection to higher self. That's the traditional meaning. I think it's a little bit more than that. I think it is the connected with the etheric fields. So certainly a conduit to higher self, but it's also a place for communication through the etheric fields. What is that good for? If you're having conflict with somebody and you want to have a conversation with their higher self, that's where you do it from this etheric field. If you want to communicate information to anywhere on this planet or off planet, that's a great place to go in this etheric field to have conversations. If you here's what happens. If you're in conflict with somebody and you have a conversation with them in the etheric fields from your soul star, you'll find that the places in which you disagree will dissolve, and you'll begin to find commonalities in objectives. And it brings you together, and it allows for greater and clearer communication. So that is the soul star. The one above that is the spiritual wisdom. This is where our guides come in and communicate. It is the higher realms of guidance, whether that guide is somebody from a past life, somebody who's you used to know in this life, or the guides that you came into this existence with that are Jesus or Lord Metatron or the angels. So this is the spiritual wisdom. And then above that is universal, the universal chakra, which is pure consciousness, which is source wisdom. It is the place where you can get infinite wisdom. Now, those three chakras that I just mentioned, and there are two more, are interconnected through the vertical tube, but they're also merging the more we step into our intuition. They're becoming more and more interactive, and we are tending to move directly into universal wisdom, which allows us to pull information from all three places at once. So that's when I say they're merging, that's how they're merging. They're merging in their ability to communicate with us through our intuition. Does that make sense? The two top chakras of the 12 chakra system are the galactic chakras and the divine gateway chakra. The galactic chakra is divine knowledge. the divine gateway chakra is universal consciousness. And so these are, what I'm hearing is these are more strategic places where we communicate with collectives, such as councils, such as unified streams of energies, such as divine feminine. So these are collective consciousness streams of information, and then the divine gateway chakra is the universal consciousness, which is everything, which is the place where everything is sourced. Now, when I was meditating yesterday, one of the messages that came in is what we've been talking about throughout, that our energy systems are upgrading continuously, and they are merging and creating unique relationships based on what type of intuition you use, what your soul's mission is on the planet, what did you agree to do while you're here, and what wisdom you bring in from the soul level. For example, is your soul well versed in how to heal? Is it well versed in systems? Does it know how to put things together? Is it well versed in how to create unity consciousness on the planet? Is that a stream of consciousness that you're holding, that you've studied outside of this life? Are you here to provide support to the ecosystem of the planet, or perhaps a segment of it? So when you came into this life, you came in with gifts that you had acquired in other lives and in parallel soul lives. So your soul is unique in its gifts. And as we're upgrading and advancing all of these chakra systems, your ability to discern and understand what is yours to be, do, and have on the planet becomes more and more prominent. So it's this dual symbiotic relationship of everything upgrading, your human self upgrading, and expanding your awareness. Is that clear? That's a lot of information. Does that make sense, guys? When we come to Earth, we have two mandates. One is to evolve our soul, and two is to find out what our mission is on the planet. Why are we here? What are our gifts, and how do we apply those gifts on the planet? And they happen simultaneously, and they're always interconnected. In the chakra system, all of our energy systems are upgrading so that we have greater and greater access to the information. And the tools, the opportunity, the wisdom we need drops in so that your life unfolds to allow you to step into that. Okay. Any questions? Yeah, it's a lot of information, isn't it, Sandra? And it was, yeah, I'm looking at this statement that came through earlier. How you upgrade will be unique to your physical makeup, your karma, your energy systems, your planet of origin, your place of soul origin, and all of the unique trainings you do when not in body. We're not just a human. And when we allow this part of ourselves to come in, it changes your life. You step into your mission. You do what you're here to do, and you grow and evolve. And because I've spent 30 years in corporate, I'm going to bring this back to business. You know, it's how we thrive as a human. And another essential piece that's been coming in a lot lately, let go of things that don't align with what is optimal for your journey now. Let go of them. And that's a really hard one for many people, especially when we become attached to things that we've created or to who we thought we were, not who we are, who we thought we were. We make up stories about who we are. And this came through really strong yesterday. I was doing a lot of, we give ourselves labels, right? I'm this, I'm that, I'm the other thing. And all of those labels typically come through the lens of how other people respond to us. Right? One of my big labels, and I've carried this my whole life, and now I just love it. I'm weird. I'm weird. Right? Woohoo! Trish is hanging out with me. We're going to be weird. And I love that for myself now. I didn't always, though. For a long time, it made me feel other. And if you're other, you're not seen, you're not heard, you're not loved, you're not validated for who you are authentically. And whose fault is that? Mine. Who created that? I did. So the moment that I can start to do camera A, camera B, shift my perspective, I can embrace weird in a way that empowers me, that moves me forward, that aligns me so closely with my mission on this planet that I begin to live it. I begin to embody it in a way that is unprecedented for me up to now. And my mission on this planet is to help as many people as I can evolve, to help them along their path, whether it's through energy codes, which come through in my voice, whether it's information, ideally both, because us humans, we really love context and we like our boxes and we like our minds to be busy, because when our minds are busy, the rest of us, the emotional body and the spiritual body and the physical body all get to absorb without the mind going, oh, I need to analyze that first. Wait, hold, stop. Don't take in that energy. Hold, please. We just receive it. It's miraculous. Okay. Yeah. You know, strange is good. I've been called strange by a neighbor. You know, when we don't understand something, that's when we start trying to put it in a box and label it, right? Yeah. So, what do you think? You want to do a meditation and start activating these chakras and integrating them? Yeah, me too. All right. This is your opportunity. Camera on, camera off. Lie down, sit down, do what you need to receive, however it's comfortable for you. All right. Gently close your eyes or lower your gaze as is most comfortable for you. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you ground into this very present moment. Continue this focused cadence of breathing as you bring your awareness to your vertical tube, the stream of energy that runs from about 6 feet above your head through the middle of your body, down through your feet, and 6 feet into the earth or the basement or the floor below, whatever is below your feet. First, we will run golden bright white light through our vertical tube. We'll focus on the flow from crown to foot. Continue that cadence of breathing as I work with each of you and support a strong flow and balanced vertical tube. If you feel drawn to expand this tube to encompass the full physical body, do so. You may keep it within the structure of the physical body. Whatever works for you is perfect. That is beautiful. That flow down into the earth affirms your humanity. It affirms that you are human on planet Earth. And it grounds you into this present moment. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth, we now draw our attention to our feet and the flow of energy from the earth. Up through your body and into the sky above. On the energetic level, this is connecting you to all that is. Feel how this connection, this energy flow from earth to sky affirms that you are soul having a human experience. Again, flowing the bright white and gold light up. Drawing your attention to the area between your legs at the bottom of your torso. This is your root chakra. The energy flows horizontally front to back. Through intention, we balance, stabilize, and cleanse this chakra with a beautiful red. You are safe. You are stable. And you are comfortable. Moving up to the sacral chakra, right below the belly button. Continue that cadence of breathing. Feel the energy flowing back and forth as the spin on this chakra stabilizes. Feel the orange power in the sacral chakra of creativity, stability, and pleasure. This is the seat of our sexuality. Feel it balance and stabilize. Moving up to the solar plexus chakra. This is right below the sternum, above the belly button. Feel the energy flow back and forth, cleansing and clearing anything that does not serve. This is your seat of power and strength. Feel it stabilize, strengthen. Feel the certainty of who you are in this chakra. And at any time, if you feel a need to expand the chakra or reduce it, trust your intuition and know that this is what wants to happen at that chakra. Moving up to the heart. In the middle of the chest, just beside our physical heart, we flow the energy back and forth as we stabilize the spin of this chakra. We love and are loved. And as we focus on this chakra, stabilizing and clearing and cleansing it, we draw our attention to the high heart, just above our heart chakra, below our collarbones, at the top of our ribs in the front. Feel the energy in this chakra as it moves back and forth, and the spin stabilizes. Feel the connection between the heart and the high heart. Feel how energetically they speak to one another. moving up to the throat. Feel the energy move back and forth horizontally through the center of your neck. The throat chakra, this beautiful light blue of energy that moves back and forth, the seat of our communication, speaking and receiving information. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you feel these three chakras stabilize. The heart, the high heart, and the throat. Then we move to the forehead, our third eye, the place of imagination, of intuition, of knowing. Feel the energy flow back and forth, and feel the spin stabilize. Does this chakra want to expand? Can you feel the power of intuition as it informs all of your intuitive abilities? Moving to the crown, feeling the energy move horizontally, clearing and cleaning anything that no longer serves you or is ready to be released. Anchoring our spiritual connection. Open, allow, and receive that which wants to be known by you. Maintain the cadence of breathing and simply allow the energy to flow. Now we move about 6 inches above our head to our soul star, the connection to our higher self. And with intention, we flow the energy back and forth, stabilizing the spin, infusing with a beautiful silver and pink. And this chakra, which is outside of our physical body, may want to grow just a little bit bigger. See if that resonates for you. And now we move to our spirit star chakra. Another 6 to 8 inches above the soul chakra. Running the energy horizontally, cleansing, clearing, and expanding our abilities to be connected to spiritual wisdom and qualify the connection that it be to those who are aligned with love and light. That is the connection that we anchor here. Beautiful, wonderful activation. And another 6 to 8 inches above is our universal chakra. Connection to pure consciousness. Connection to guides and source. Run your energy horizontally. Balance the spin and infuse with white light, purity, personal truth, soul truth. And expand as you are called. Breathe deeply into the integration of each of these chakras that are without the physical body. Moving to the galactic chakra, which again is 6 to 8 inches above the last chakra. Feeling the flow of energy horizontally through this chakra with intention, balancing the spin and infusing this chakra with brilliant pink and gold light. This holds the coding for your mission on this planet and your connection to the wisdom the soul holds and the councils you are connected with. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you anchor and expand as you are called. Moving into the 12th chakra, our universal divine gateway chakra, which connects to all that is, all that is known and unknown to you, all that is available to support your journey. Run gold light horizontally through this chakra, which is again 6 to 8 inches above the last chakra. We're about between 3 and 5 feet above our head, depending on how you've expanded the last chakras. Running that energy horizontally and balancing the spin. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you now take your awareness and look at your chakra systems as a whole. The chakras 1 through 5, up to your heart, high heart, and throat, are a daisy chain. They are connected like a daisy chain. The throat, the high heart, and the heart make a triangle which expands into a Merkaba, which spins and connects these 3 chakras. The heart of human love, the high heart of divine love, compassion, and kindness, and the throat, what is spoken and what is received. Say yes to this activation if you choose. Beautiful. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you acclimate to this activation. Know that over the coming days, this will settle and become an integrated part of who you are, both at the human and energetic level. And now between the throat and the third eye, feel the vertical channel of communication. As your intuition abilities come online even greater than they have and drop into this Merkaba that sits integrating the 3 chakras below it. Feel the flow of energy between these 4 chakras as your intuition informs your journey. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth as you allow this integration if you choose. Moving from third eye to crown, feel the channel of energy between these 2 chakras as your intuition is informed by all of the chakras above it. You are deeply and powerfully resourced from the soul, the higher self, your guides, your angels, the universe, the councils, the beings that are supporting your mission. And the visual representation that I'm seeing is this beautiful bowl that expands from your crown out and holds the energy in a sacred flower of life. It rises 6 feet above your head as you feel the integration of all of these and how they inform the human. Allow the bright white light of pure source and the rainbow of colors from all places, beings, and thought forms rain down into this bowl as it's funneled into the human. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth, and say yes if you receive this activation at this time. Feel your vertical tube stabilize. What new codes and activations you have welcomed. Feel them ground into the planet. Feel them expand into your personal energy systems. Continue the breathing cadence. As you feel yourself anchor into the present moment and ground. Take this moment and say yes and receive any information that wants to be transmitted to you in this moment, knowing that you will remember whatever the message is. Beautiful. Now, hold your hands in front of you, palms up. Bring your attention to your left palm. As the chakra in the middle of your palm is activated, balanced, cleansed, this is the healing of the divine feminine. And if you choose to receive this for yourself, place your palm on your high heart. Know that this is for you to receive, and your hand now holds an active chakra that can heal with love, the divine feminine love. And now we bring our attention to our right hand, where we activate the divine masculine in the center of our palm. We cleanse and clear the flow of energy and balance this chakra. This is divine masculine healing. It is the electric to the magnetic of the feminine. And just as we can offer it to others, we can receive it ourselves. If you choose, place your palm against the solar plexus chakra and receive the blessing of the divine masculine. This is the true seat of power and strength with love and compassion. Breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. As you relax into the present moment, receiving all of the activations, integrating all of the activations, expanding energy into your personal energy systems so that everything is acclimated, communicates well with all systems, is cleansed and cleared, and any and all astral beings are asked to go home to where they came from with love, releasing any cords that are not necessary for you to continue to carry. Feel the power of the human existence. Feel the power of the soul's mission as it is anchored and by choice, by your choice, unfolds in front of us. And now that you've stepped into your power, take a moment to ground, center, and only when you are ready, come back into the present moment and gently open your eyes. Welcome back. So I want to honor that experience. It was way more than I planned and way more than I thought was going to come in. And it was perfect for now. So, as I always do, I will offer the opportunity for you to share anything that wants to be shared in this moment. And for those that want to stay in this energy, please do so. And when we're ready, we'll close. Would anyone like to share?
Teresa, I'll share. First of all, I just want to say thank you so much. And I think part of your divineness and the gift that you bring to us is that you make it so relevant that I love that it's not really planned. It's what you channel directly for us. And I can tell that that energy is truly in the balance of the masculine and the feminine. So thank you for bringing that together. And I mean, I've done just about every class that you've offered. All I can say about this meditation is wow, really at a deeper and higher level. And I wanted to like crawl through the internet when you talked about the bowl, because before then, when we were up here, I had this beautiful marble bowl overflowing with flowers. And I'm like, well, of course, Teresa would say a bowl because we're connected and we're doing this work and talk about the collective, right? So thank you for that. Just truly.
You're so welcome, Heidi. I love that image of a bowl full of flowers. That makes so much sense. Aw,
Thank you.
thank you. Would anybody else like to share? Oh, Sandra, powerful. I'm glad. It was for me too. I'm a little bit shaky. I'm holding so much energy. Yeah, in a good way. Okay. Oh, brought me to tears once again. Oh, Sandra. I stopped wearing mascara because of that. Just saying. I just don't wear it. Oh, Grace Ann, did you want to share? Yep. I know the signals.
I had a very magical triangle appear before you had said it was a triangle.
Oh,
And so then I was deep breathing. And then, like Heidi, I had a crystal full of grapes and purple flowers. Lots of purple.
wow.
And so a real delight, and the masculine and feminine tied it all together. It was like the ribbon on top of the gift.
Mhm. Beautiful, Grace Ann. Oh, thank you for sharing that. I can feel that so deeply. Thank you. Yeah, Michelle.
I love that. Thank you. I saw lots of purple as well. A lot of purple. I was really excited about that. I think I was holding on really strong when I was trying to get the messages, and part of why I'm here is to learn more.
Yeah.
But it really did come strong for me in the feminine that I am loved, and in the masculine that I am strong. And I really appreciated the part where we could let go and unhook. And I really was trying to do that with you all. Thank you, Teresa. It was wonderful.
You're so welcome, Michelle. That's beautiful. Absolutely stunning. Thank you. Would anyone else like to share? Self-care, self-care, self-care. We just ran a huge amount of energy. Electrolytes, electrolytes, electrolytes. They will help move the energy through your systems. Ideally, electrolytes without sugar. If you are feeling a little spacey or floaty, eat foods that are grounding, root vegetables, proteins, preferably not processed proteins, and preferably proteins from a natural source, not farmed or mass raised or anything. And my favorite, y'all know what it is, dark chocolate. It's so good. It really does help ground. Oh, thank you. I couldn't do this without you. And it is the collective of our energy that brings in the wisdom. I'm the conduit, but y'all had a hand in this, whether it's those of you who are here today or watching in the future. So thank you for everything you do for our planet. You are all making a difference. I love you all so much. Mwah. Go have an amazing day.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Teresa.
Katie.
Thanks,
Bye,
guys.
everybody.
Bye.